Hey folks, welcome back. It's End All Be All here, and we are in the finals of 3v3. So I didn't upload any video of my second battle, which is so the first one I won. The second one was against Kazekage, and I did not upload the video given that I was in the live stream with the Klesso and Zareth and with Clash on Twitch. So I'll leave a link down below to that link of the video. Feel free to go ahead and check it out if you want to see my offense. But there was really nothing interesting on that defense. My opponent ended up not attacking me, so it was a pretty straightforward victory. But feel free to go and check out the offensive win if you guys want. Today I am facing Fred from the guild ANZGC, and Fred is a really good player. It's a good guild, a really good guild, and if you look at the lifetime score for my opponent, it's about 498k. So definitely has had a lot of success in GAC. He's got a pretty decent Kyber rank as well, 418. And tends to go offense heavy with a pretty decent defensive record as well, almost 400 defense. So in terms of GLs, my opponent has Supreme Leader Kylo, and he went for Jedi Master Luke before Rey. So he's got both of those, and I'm expecting to see at least one, if not both, on defense. And he's got a pretty fast Darth Revan squad as well that he has kept on defense. 347 Darth Revan. That's going to be pretty tricky to take out. But otherwise, yeah, he's got a pretty good roster, about 6 million GP. Let's go ahead and take a look at what defense we're facing. So it's just a couple of hours left for the attack phase to end. My opponent has gone, and no problem at the top. I kept some tough teams over here, but he was able to one-shot almost all of them, and one-shot my ships as well. I kept both Negotiator as well as Malevolence on defense, so no problem over there for my opponent. And then down south, I kept my DR team, which was one-shot, and then I kept my Rey and Jedi Master Luke, three really tough teams. I think these three are the toughest teams on defense that I currently have in my roster, given that my opponent was so good. Decided to keep all three blocking the bottom zone because my goal was to make sure that my opponent does not clear this zone. And looks like they did struggle with both Rey as well as Jedi Master Luke. My Shakti is really fast, 338 I think, 336. So that is really key to have a really fast Jedi in your Jedi Knight Luke team. And then I threw Jolie in there just for the extra revive. But yeah, so this zone wasn't cleared. Given the fact that he had one attempt on the Rey and he struggled a little bit over here, he may have taken either the Vader Watt and gotten rid of the other two tanks, or he could have taken his Jedi Master Luke and struggled a little over there. At the back, nothing really much. Kept some relatively weaker teams because I wanted to save more for offense because I wanted to prevent my opponent from hitting the back zone. On defense, it's got some relatively troublesome teams, mostly Separatists and First Order. But let's see if we have enough offense to take those down cleanly. Down here is where he has an OB team, which has got Barris as well, and then he's got a Grievous squad with T3 in there, double Zeta T3. That is T3 always helps to heal droids and then apply additional debuffs. There's a lot of target lock synergy over there. And then he's got his Darth Revan squad. This is the best version with the Basti and Malak as well. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure what's there at the back. I have a feeling that there's going to be either SLKR or Jedi Master Luke or both. Given the fact that he has struggled on my defense, I think I'm going to see at least SLKR back there. So I'm going to save my gas 5s and Chewie for the back in case he has SLKR. And then I'm going to use my Jedi Master Luke against the Darth Revan squad. And I'll take in Watt with Jedi Master Luke. Those two are a really strong combination in 3v3. I need another Jedi in there just for some additional control and to use that leadership ability. So I'm just going to throw old Ben in there. But Jedi Master Luke with Watt tank tech should be enough to survive the the damage from the Darth Revan squad. Let's see. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give the tank tech to Jedi Master Luke, and then instead of doing this efflux ability, which will get evaded because there's foresight, I'm going to reduce the turn meter over here, or increase the cooldown with this guy, and then let's actually give the healing tech to old Ben. And then I don't think this is going to reduce any turn meter, but it did apply offense down. Okay, let's do the flex now. All right, let's keep going after this. Let's keep working down over here. Okay, I'm going to try to take down Basti. And let's go after her again. Let's take out debuffs on Jedi Master Luke and do another reflux. Excellent. Let's actually see if we can't reduce his cooldowns a little more. I'm going to do a basic on him, and maybe we just do this. Okay, I'm going to get some protection up back. I don't think water is going to end with full health and full protection, but at least we can do that on Revan and on JML and on Obi-Wan Kenobi. This should do it. Let's just apply an ability block. No. All right, let's just finish him off. Let's reduce his turn meter. And let's recover some protection on him. 52. Okay, lost a couple of banners. Okay, at least I saved all the major Jedi over there. Against the Grievous squad, I think I want to try my Night Sister squad, even though I can afford some better Jedi, but I want to see what's at the back. And I just need to clear to win. So I think I'm just going to go with my Night Sister squad against it. Let's see, maybe a stun on Grievous. Didn't land, but almost took him out. Let's get the plague going. And stun. Okay. Let's bring her back. Again. We won't be able to revive her yet. Now we can revive both of them back. And let's see if we can't land a stun or take him out. Yeah, landed a stun, but that's really not that effective. Now this I think should get Talzin back. And he's going to go and do that again. Let's get everyone back. And then do a mass assist, which should hopefully land plague as well as stun. Let's see, I think we might end up losing our Daka, which will not really be good. We really need plague to land so that the stun sticks, but ends up not being a problem. We lose an extra banner on Daka. Okay, but at least it was a cheap enough team to one-shot the Grievous squad. Against this squad, I'll take in a control squad, I think. Probably go in with these guys, just so that I can land 2 stuns to start with and then focus down on Barriss. Let's stun this guy. Let's pass it back to crew. Stun Wampa. And let's go after Barriss and see if we can't take her out. Mass assist on her, and excellent. Barriss is gone. Let's work down on these guys. Okay, easy enough to control. Let's pass this back to crew so that he can land another stun, and then we can end with I think 53 if not 54. Okay, so this team is taken care of for 53. Let's see what's at the back. I'm assuming that's going to be the SLKR. Well, that's surprising. It's more or less a cheese team at the back. Nothing really that threatening. That means that my opponent had both his GLs on offense and still couldn't clear my front zone. Probably took his SLKR against my Ray and ended up failing. That's good to know. That's the reason I mod my Ray for offense in 3v3. It makes the SLKR counter fail more often than not. Just because depending on the timing on when both of them enter their ultimate, Ray is able to take out the Kylo if the timing is not right. So I'm sure he took his SLKR against my Ray and failed. And then not sure where he used JML, probably against Darth Revan or against one of these squads over here. Okay, so let me make a plan, come back, and then we can clear the board. I think it's going to be an easy full clear. All right, let's start taking down teams one by one. Against the SLKR, or the crew rather, I think I'm going to go in with my JTR squad. Red is obviously going to be the biggest control factor over here. I need to make sure that he is controlled pretty much all the time. Let's try to take him down whenever we can. Okay. Stun is good. Expose is good as well. Although I don't like my JTR being stunned for 2 turns like that. There we go. Okay, that stun is good as well. Some more control on this guy. And let me actually try to land a stun over here. And let's take him out. There we go. Now the battle is very much under control. Let's hide, let's give BB-8 some breathing room and hide everyone behind JTR. Alright, I can probably delay this for another Illuminated Destiny, but I don't see the point. Let me just full clear and call it a day. Okay, let's keep going at him. Alright, this should probably finish him off. There we go. Okay, what else do we want to take in? Now this Poggle team is going to be hitting pretty hard with B1 and Droidica, but I think I'm going to take in my Geos against that. With all the assists and the Dispel on basic, I think they'll do a decent job against the Poggle team. And I'll probably take in Sunfac instead of Soldier, just because I need that Dispel on basic for Droidica. And multiple assists against B1. He's going to be the main damage dealer. So let's do that. But instead of Geonosis Soldier, let's get in Sunfac. There we go. Okay, hopefully the turn meter train should get the job done. Let's keep working down on him. See if he can't one-shot Droidica. Excellent. Okay, this should take care of him. Now it's just a question of recovering some banners and then we are done. Okay, that was easier than I thought. 54 banners there. Okay, let's see what else we want to use against these guys. I have my Treya squad that I can probably use against let's see, where do I want to use Treya? I'm going to try one thing against the Nest team, and if that doesn't work, I'll probably use Treya over there. It's a slow next, and the rest of the characters also are pretty slow. 156 there, and how much is Kira? 222. So what I'm going to do is, the nest is a tenacity nest, 222. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bounty hunter squad, which is going to be the Aurra squad. I can afford a few losses, so I'm going to go with my Aurra Mando team and see if I can get the eliminator nest early enough. Let's see. Right, let's do that. And let's see if we can land a stun, but that won't matter anyway. Let's see if we can't land a stun on Kira, but that's probably going to be dispelled by L3. Yeah, now it's going to dispel it, cleanse it. Okay, 80%, so we are close. Let's keep going. 90%, and there we go. We have the contract. And Kira is gone, but we'll at least be able to take care of Nest right now. Not Kira, but Aurra. Yeah, so I think good enough to use in a pinch. I did have tougher teams, but you know, in case you have some troublesome teams and you want to save your big hitters, you can always use Aurra over there. I wish my Aurra was a little bit more resilient. She would have probably survived that. But no worries. I think my Mando's ability should come around fast enough. Let's go after Kira. Okay, let's taunt again. And this should take care of Kira. And then whenever the Annihilate ability comes around, we will be able to take care of L3. Yep, so cheap enough cleanup team. 51 is not bad for using Aurra. I think if my Aurra was a little more geared up, it would have been a 54 banner victory. Alright, that allows me to use my Treya somewhere else. Where do I want to use her? Let's see. What do I use against the 3PO? Let me make some plans. Alright, given that there's a Rebel team out there, I'm feeling really tempted to take my Basti Wampa Hermit Yoda against that Rebel team. I don't know if it's a mistake because Chupio always does tend to make things tough. And this is a Relic Chupio as well, with Relic Mon Mothma, so they'll be dispelling a lot. But you know what? I'm feeling a little frisky. I think I'll go for it. Let's see. I can afford to take risks, I think. Okay, Wampa has been stunned, but no worries. We should be able to use Hermit Yoda. Look at that. Oh, but he can be revived back. So we need to make sure that we... Why wasn't Han revived back? That is a little surprising. Because we didn't really have any weapons tech. That's really weird. Anyway, always satisfying to kill rebels with Wampa. A little bit of protection lost on Wampa, but that's fine. That is really weird. Why wasn't... Because it is a double Zeta'd Mon Mothma. And I think she did use the revive ability, but he wasn't revived for whatever reason. Alright. So that team is done. What else do I want to take? What are the other big threats out there? I've got some interesting teams that I wanted to try out. I think I'll showcase the Poggle team. So there's a Poggle B1 and Django team, which hits for tons of damage. I'm wondering if I should take that against one of these teams, maybe the boss team. Let's do that. This team is one I usually keep on. actually, you know what? I think I'll take it against the Night Sister squad just because of Django being in there. Now, this is the team I usually keep on. You know what? Let me just take it against the boss team. So this team I usually keep on defense. There's extra. So Poggle's lead is going to give an extra 30% offense. Plus, he's going to give the payout to Django, which means another 50% offense. Plus, at the same time, Poggle's unique gives an additional 25% offense for separate allies without Hive Mind. And then each time, if there's an enemy ally which is defeated, another 25% offense. So let's go in with this and see how hard Django actually hits for. And even B1 will be hitting for extreme amounts of damage. Let's see if he can't take out Dengar right away. Wow, Dengar and Boba both were taken out. I should have put it at 1 speed, because these guys they get taken out extremely fast because of the amount of offense that they have. And because there's no General Grievous in the team, B1 doesn't end up losing stacks as well. So the longer the battle lasts, the more stacks B1 builds up and the more his offense builds up. Okay, that was an easy 54. That's why that team gives a lot of problems on defense, just because Django is able to annihilate 1 or 2 characters really early. Okay, which is the other toughest team? So I think against the Dooku squad, I'm going to take in my... Against a Dooku squad, I'll probably take in my Treya. Okay, let's isolate this and try to get to annihilate as soon as we can. And with all the assists that Dooku is doing, should end up losing tons of health and protection. And the debuffs really don't matter because Treya will end up dispelling all of them anyway. Let's keep working on Dooku. See if we can't take out Dooku. Excellent. Now I'm going to try to recover some health or protection on Scion. And then I'm just going to go for the straight Annihilate on Asajj when I get a turn. The Annihilate is coming up in the next turn. Okay, that should give us the Annihilate now. Okay, all right, let's end this. Okay, simple enough. Let's move over to the other squad. So I've got my Kira Han Chewie that I can use against one of these, and I've got my gas that I can use against this. Probably undersize it, but you know what? Let me just use my full squad. Okay. That's not going to matter. And hopefully this should get the job done. No revives is always a good thing against Night Sisters. All right. Now, last team left. I've got my Vader, Thrawn. I've got Jedi Knight Revan. I've got Han Chewie. What Jedi do I have? Nah, not that great. Okay, what do I want to use against these guys? Yeah, let's just go with the Kira squad. Let's well, this is going to kill Newt and he's going to spread extortion. Let's do that and see if he can't take out Magna Guard right away. There's no damage immunity, but I want to just take care of Newt first. Let's land a stun. And let's just call Han to assist. Okay. Simple enough. Now let's see what ships he has at the back. Wonder if he saved one of his meta fleets on defense. No. Okay. Alright, so what do I have? I've got my Radis and I've got a Rebel fleet. I'll probably do a Rebel mirror. And then take the other one out with the Radis. Okay, Biggs, Piston, and then I'm going to get the rest of my rebels in there as well. Alright. Now, who do we want to take out first? The Rebel Y-Wing maybe? I'm going to get some defense penetration up. And then let's do this and try to take out the Rebel Y-Wing as soon as we can. And then we can work on Biggs. There's just so much DPS on this team. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so we lost that guy unfortunately, but we're just going to get in our Cassian. We lost our tank, but we're going to get Cassian and see if we can't take care of Han's Millennium Falcon right away. And now we can take care of this ship. Okay. Alright, 62 banners there. And against this one, I'm going to take in my Radis fleet. Go in with the Houndstooth and then with the rest of the resistance. And who else do we have? We need to take in this guy and Ebenhawk. This is my standard Radis lineup. They're probably going to go first and put out Hunted and a couple of other things. Hunted on Poe or Resistance Fighter. Okay, where is... This is the ship that we need to take out. Kylo Ren unmasked. Big hit. And let's dispel debuffs on everyone. Another big hit over here. There we go. Now the threat is gone. Now we can just focus down on the other ships. The command shuttle maybe. I don't like the fact that I don't have taunt. Let's get in our Rey's Falcon. Yeah, lost our Resistance Fighter. That's fine. Let's start taunting. And what do we want to do over here? Let's give this to Poe and see if we can't get some more down over here. Let's do an AoE. That should take care of the command shuttle. And now let's take care of the other First Order TIE Fighter. Xanadu Blood is always good to call in with Houndstooth. Okay, so in both cases we lost one ship, but ended with about 60 to 63 banners. Alright, so how much is our scores? 2656. Not the best, but everything was one shot, which is the important thing. And we got the victory. So, straightforward final. I'm glad that I wasn't able to be cleared. In fact, all three matches I wasn't cleared and I full cleared my opponents. So, good warm-up week. Loved it. Now I think I'm finally getting into the groove of 3v3, and then there's always that balance of when you want to keep your GLs on defense versus offense. I'm still leaning more heavily oriented towards keeping them on offense, but let's see what the next week brings us. Depending on the kind of matches that we have, matchups that we have, we might change that strategy. But I like the fact that keeping your two GLs on offense allows you to full clear mostly with one shot, and allows you to keep tougher teams on defense as well, which can make your opponent struggle. All right, that's it for this week. I'll catch you guys in a couple of days when when we enter the second week. Until then, take care and see you later.